Yo, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. As you can see, no facial hair anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm cutting, munching on fruit. I wanted to talk about family issues. Recently, my parents been fighting. You know, going at it. Not in a bad way, but more of like a distant way where two people they just started to slowly separate. And I'm not a big fan of that. You know what I'm saying? I like when there's peace and there's love and there's, you know, when you're going home, you know that there's a place to be, really, what I'm trying to say. And I think it's honestly sad in a way. I don't like when my parents look at each other, they don't say anything to each other, they don't say hi, they don't say good morning, they don't say none of that. I honestly hate it a lot, to be honest with you. I hate how both of them are trying to live as if none of them exist, as if they didn't just spend 18 years of their lives together and like all of this for nothing. I hate that. I know that it has nothing to do with me. It's more about their issues and what they have going on, and I'm not gonna put anything on them. I just saying my perspective on how I hate when my parents fight. I wish that things were a little bit better. I wish that they can just, they tried multiple times. They've been in the same situation. Like, the fighting happens, and then both of them come together, they talk about it, and then they work on it, and then it goes smoothly for a couple of months, and then shit happens again. I really wish that it could just be good for as long as it possibly can be. And I think that's a bit much. It's me thinking idealistically, when in reality, it's just life. Shit happens. People are not going to stay together forever. And a lot of the reason why they are together is because of me and my sister. You know, the kids. You got to stay together so we can take care of the kids. You got to make sure that the kids are good, all this stuff. And it's not that, and they're not together because of the love anymore. It's more about, we have to make sure that we take care of these two individuals that we've been raising for 18 years and make sure that they're okay. So that's why I'm a bit afraid that when me and my sister move out, that the whole family dynamic will just be gone pretty much. And I've been thinking about that for a minute now, and it's been pissing me off. You know, I understand that it's life and, and everything. And whenever I hear my friends talk about their parents and how their parents are divorced and shit, and they have to go to different houses and stuff, I'm like, God damn, like, the more and more I hear, I'm like, this shit is real? Like, motherfuckers actually, like, I thought, whenever I'm thinking about it, I thought it was very distant. I didn't think it was, like, a thing that, like, a majority of the kids that I've known, like, are going through. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, I think out of, like, 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 kids are going through some shit with their families. I'm like, God damn, this shit is actually real. And then my parents like started arguing, going through it. So I'm like, damn, like, this shit's actually like sad. And then I started to realize, like, dang, like, what's the point of like getting married and all this stuff when in the end it's just gonna end up being futile, worthless, pointless. So yeah, that's been on my mind for a bit. I don't really like when my parents fight. I like when people come together and have peace, but I understand that's life. And maybe that's the kid side of me trying to, like, help, like, come on, mom, come on, dad, let's work together, let's be happy, that type of vibe. But now I'm trying to think more like realistically and trying to understand that this is just life. I'm not, I don't expect them to be. Well, I hope. I mean, I've seen relationships before where there's been older people who've been married for 43 years, loved each other to death. So I think there is hope and finding that type of love, but I think nowadays it's just becoming more and more harder. You have to get them when they're young, when people are innocent and they're not messed up in the head and they haven't went through enough trauma and shit. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I just wanted to talk about that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Take care.